Good morning, traders, and welcome to the Asian preview from PrivateerFX. It's November 16th in Asia. Interesting session this morning during our North American hours. We had some weak Australian wage data. We saw that big move down from 76.30 down to 75.75. In Europe, we had a wages beat to the top side. Cable had kind of a crazy move up and down, and extremely choppy price action as cable does. The initial reaction, you can see here, that was this bar here where it popped initially up to 132.20 area and then reversed all the way back down and then kind of went sideways for the rest of the session. It definitely had a risk-off feel though on the open. Equities were down about 0.5%. The Nikkei was down under. Nikkei got under 20. Let's take a look at the Nikkei chart. Nikkei broke that 22,000 level, got down to 21,850 before it bounced. Shanghai was down about 1.25%. The DAX was down 2%. Nikkei was down 2%. Bonds and gold were on the highs. 10-year U.S. 10-years were down about 5 ticks on the open. Gold was up about close to 1%. We had the U.S. CPI and retail sales. It was kind of a mix. There was a small dollar rally, then it came off and just chopped around, but nothing really earth-shattering for any direction. Trump was tweeting out of his mind, jet-lagged, coming back from his trip to Asia, tweeting about UCLA basketball players that were busted for shoplifting, and they should be thankful, otherwise they'd spend 10 years in jail in China and blah, blah, blah. Got past options expiry, not a whole lot going on. There was a pretty large dollar buy fix. They were buying dollar yen, dollar Swiss, euro dollar sellers, Aussie sellers, Kiwi sellers. And at the same time, S&Ps came off the lows. If you take a look at some of the short-term price action, you can see here, take a look at the dollar yen chart. We sold off on the open, North American open, got down to a low of 112.47 was the low, and then you can see we had this big up move after options expiration and then the dollar buying and the fix, but it did stall out around this 113.20 level, which seems to be a decent pivot for the next session. As far as reversals today, there was some technical damage done. Take a look here at the euro. So remember yesterday we had this huge up move. Turns out that American company is buying about $40 billion worth of planes from Airbus, and there's some talk going around that they bought about 10 billion euros yesterday as a partial hedge. So maybe that is just a one-day up move. As you can see here, today we went up on the North American Open and then came back down and reversed lower. This is a pretty ugly bar, and you're seeing some selling pressure here early in Asia. So something to keep an eye on here. And the other euro crosses responded in kind. Euro Swiss, reversal lower day. Euro sterling, big up move on the New York Open, reverse lower on the day. Kiwi, Doji, indecisive day. I still like this. We're still targeting this level here, 68, 18, 19. We break that, we are going, we think that it's a significant break to new lows for the year and, possible more momentum selling going through that price. Euro yen chart that we've talked about, 131.46, 134.50, reversal lower day again. That's just euro crosses. All had reversal lower days. Nikkei we highlighted earlier. We did have that breach of 22,000, which seems to be kind of a line in the sand for this, but then closed back above it. As far as some of the other here, these charts here are the closing price only, so it's a line chart. But I do really like looking at these at the end of every day just to see where we are. You can see here in Aussie yen, we are taking out some of these old lows, and on the daily closing basis, we closed today at 85.65. So this looks like it could continue to dip. You know, we like these old closing highs here on the 84 handle. And several technicians have been talking about this chart right here, the Aussie yen daily. If you take a look at the, this is the election low here after Trump was elected. Connect these lows in mid-year in June, and we're closing right on that uptrend line. So this area here, there's a lot of analysts are coming out saying that a violation of this uptrend line could lead down to this. Here's the first third of this whole swing, and this is almost an 18-month swing now if you look at it from these lows down here in back in June 2016, which was the post-Brexit low, or Brexit day low actually. So that would get us down to the 83 handle. Pair that up with the with some of the those old daily closes on the 84 handle. So it looks to be a good target. You know, here we are. We're under the 200-day moving average as well. We closed under that today. So watch this area right here. Very, very important, this trend line. As far as economic data ahead, not much. We do have Australian jobs numbers coming out here in Asia. Their employment change expected 17.8 thousand rise in jobs. And then tomorrow in Europe, and we have the UK retail sales expected plus 0.1%, and then some second-tier data out of Canada, jobless claims out of the US. Carney's tentatively speaking, we don't know a set time, and then a couple Fed speakers in the afternoon. So that should do it. Good luck today, and we will speak to you on the European Open.